This is smilejos67, welcoming you back with Dax Isidoreth Hispalensis. And I'm quite conscious of the fact that in a couple of episodes I'll reach the 300. But here I am, outside of the Ebony Inn, and up there is the window to my room, which pity I can't see out. Be able to see across here. Oh, I see there in the distance the dark anchor there is active. But for now, what I'm going to do, I'm going to read some of my mail which has been stacking up. Now, I am going to read Melina's ones, and where am I going to do that? I am going to do it in one of these houses. Let me have a look. Collections. No, it's not collection. Store I want. Store. That one. Okay. Let me go in the heart of the rift, just outside the lively small town Mountain. You will find a sturdy wooden home with a large hearth to keep you warm, and a sky room window, and a stone wall to keep out the trolls. Okay, that'll do. Yes, confirmed. About to fast travel to Autumn's Gate. In the heart of arts is read the same thing out as I just read in the... Does it look like this? It looks like quite a nice house, large house. Well, we are about to find out now, aren't we? Okay. Leave home. So, oh, it's got a house in the courtyard. Wall around it. Let's have a look. Okay. Oh, modest house. Let's have a look. Oh, it's raining here. And what do we see? Simple open house. Fireplace, nice. Better than that in room I've got. And how much do they want for this place? 60,000, which I could do because I do have that much. Requires worms. Oh, I don't have the achievement. Worm squasher achievement. Whatever that is. And it was furnished. Only with crowns. Okay. Do not have... Oh, miserable weather. Let's go back inside and... This will do. And read my mail. Wait a moment. Didn't Jackathon ask if he could call upon me? Yes, I believe he did. Is that what's in this sealed envelope? An invitation from a resolute of Stendo requesting a romantic meeting with a vampire? Well, I was hoping for some excitement. I guess I won't know for sure until I read the letter. In the meantime, here are your materials. I got them last time. This seal seemed to spark with arcane light as I broke it and drew forth the folded parchment. It was indeed a letter from Jackathon. But the Resolute wasn't seeking a romantic rendezvous. He apparently needs my help. He requests that I meet him outside the Crestshade mine at an hour past sundown tomorrow evening. Whatever shall I wear? I decided to accept Jackathon's invitation and meet him at the Crestshade mine. He was rather vague about the type of help he required, so I decided to dress for battle, just in case. There's nothing like an adventure to clear away the cobwebs of boredom. Perhaps I should reconsider my career choice. Maybe the adventurous life is more to my taste. Here I am outside the Crestshade mine, and there's no sign of Jackathon the Resolute. I'd say it isn't like him to be late, but I really don't know the man very well. Wouldn't you imagine that someone who calls himself a resolute would be punctual? You see my point. I'll wait a bit longer, just to be polite. Here are more materials for your use. A tall, gaunt man in flowing robes emerged from the mine and approached me. "You must be Lady Melina Cassel of House Ravenwatch," he said with a smooth yet cheerless smile. "Allow me to introduce myself. I am Mazula al-Abek, and I am in need of an enchanter. If this rings alarm bells for you, patron, imagine the noise resounding in my head." Enchanter. So Mazula al-Abek needs an enchanter. That explained a lot, but told me nothing. Here would Jackathon say good oath. Had he called me here to help Mazula, or was there something more sinister going on here? I had to bide my time until I had more information. So I summoned up my most charming smile and asked, "So what can I do for you, good sir?" Mazula al-Abek asked me if I had ever heard of the theoretical quadratic runestone. "The celerity runestone?" I blurted out. "Ah, so you do know it," Mazula said. "Then perhaps you can help me extract the rune from its housing." I imagine at this point you might be confused, patron, as I don't know the extent to your enchanting training. Quad 4? No, I don't. That's... I'm not familiar with. Camillowin of Lelandrel asserted that it was impossible for there to be only 3 types of rune soaps. But he theorized the existence of a quadratic runestone, which he named the Celerity Rune. He spent the last 200 years of his life searching for celerity, but he never found it. Could this Mazula al-Abek really have discovered one? I agreed to help Mazula, provided he let me talk to Jackathon and say good oath. "The Resolute of Stendar," he laughed. "Do you know that the fool actually tried to kill me?" That was a troubling revelation. It meant that Mazula was a vampire, werewolf, or other creature that preyed on mortals, and probably not a benevolent one. Not like me. Seems weird for vampires to be benevolent. Everybody's food to them. Mazula had his followers bring Jackathorn out so I could see him. He had been beaten and he was bound up and blindfolded, but he appeared to be mostly intact. When he sensed my proximity, Jackathorn called out, "Don't trust the Red Guard, my lady!" Discerned the Resolute, another strike across the head. "I'll help you, Mazula," I complained. Or Mazula. Intriguing. It's a wise person who knows when to cooperate. Either that, or a weak one. But I couldn't bring myself to see Jackathon hurt any further by Mazula and his thugs. I had no idea who this Red Guard was, or why he contacted me. But I knew I was the only one who could save Jackathon. I just had to successfully extract a theoretical rune from its housing. Yeah, is that like asking her to get blood from a stone? Mazula directed me to a wagon and pulled away the tarp that covered it, revealing a mound of fresh earth. In the mound was a rune stone, a rune still embedded within its oddly shaped surface. "Free the celerity rune from its housing and you and the Resolute can go free," Mazula said, "after you create a specific glyph for me, of course." Oh. I studied the strange runestone for a few long moments. I didn't know if this was the legendary celerity rune, but it certainly wasn't any of the usual potency, aspect and essence runes I normally deal in. I didn't know what purpose Mazula had for the rune, but I sensed that if I let him obtain it, terrible things would occur. Here are some new compounds, patron. Now let me tell you what happened with Mazula and the strange runestone. I took out my rune extracting tools and prepared to begin working on the stone. At least I hoped that's what it looked like. I only had one chance at this, and all would be lost if Muzzler realised what I was actually planning to do. What are you up to, Melina? Instead of carefully placing the tip of my blade at the centre of the exposed rune, I drove the blade into the centre of the stone with all my vampiric might. The stone cracked with a surprisingly sharp sound, immediately eluding Muzzler of my treachery. Jackathorn tried to break his bonds as Muzzler shouted, "You will die for that, Breton wench!" And I think just one more. As I leapt back and prepared to defend myself, I watched as Muzzler began to cast magic. Dark magic. Skeletal rolls began to emerge from the ground, ready to do the Red Guard's bidding. But do you know what the best thing about being a member of House Ravenwatch is? Help is never far from my side. Help in the form of Hadusa, Daro and Gwendis. Wow, and I think, dear viewers, that is going to be the end of this episode. Can I ride the horse here? No.
There's an urgent task for you.
Yes, Bear, I know. So, well... Oh, she hasn't appeared. She's invisible. She's there. Here we are, back in Ebonheart, so... This is smilejos67 signing off with Dax Isidoreth Hispalensis outside of my home. Oh, there she is. Yeah, Ebony Inn. Fare thee well.